The British Isles are one of the newer regions introduced into the game. It was a region that we assumed to be unreachable due to the Royal Navy and English Channel, but still one of the most theorized and sought after. Despite this, I haven't seen much content regarding it and the possibilities. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to assess and theorize the future of England using what we know. As Europe succumbed to the Blight, especially after Roscoff, thousands of French, Danish, German, Dutch, Russian, Americans, and other nationals sought refuge in Britain. The new migrants arrived mostly to the cities of Portsmouth and Plymouth. This caused the first appearance of the Blight in Britain, as detailed in the Sandpiper Dispatch.
Horrible news. The Dead March on Britain. Extracted from Plymouth Friday, September 1st. Plymouth, Portsmouth, Southend, Sunderland, Edinburgh possibly, all such have provided reports of the Blight.
These are confirmed locations of the Blight.
From the coasts of southern England to Wales, to Scotland, all are speaking of the horrors that ravel east of the Channel. Martial law has been declared in London. More troops man the walls and various gates already emplaced. Speculators have come to believe Colchester Gerassion is to be disused in favour of garisioning the men in the interiors of London. Our office, which is upon Whitehall Street down from SSGIL, gives quite the witness to the bustling military buousness.
These are locations where the presence of the Blight is prominent or assumed, particularly pre-London. As we all know, the last update gave us our escape from London. We can also confirm London has fallen to the Blight via the England Defence Plan.
They have trampled London. It is sad to note the death toll in London, but a great deal of the army has escaped it, and in their escape handed heavy losses to Defoe.
Using my best judgment, considering in the events that Trafalgar garrison comes from Bristol saying,
"We're here to relieve most of the troops in the area,"
I'd assume the Blight has advanced, or made a presence thus far since London. But England has made progress fighting back. The England Defence Plan says,
many cities struggle by Portsmouth. The Royal Navy has dispatched the dead from her streets. The naval yard secured shall bring great benefit to England now.
Portsmouth has been liberated by the Royal Navy, and some other documents suggest that Plymouth may have been liberated, along with a possible corridor from Plymouth to Wells, or Salisbury. These liberations lead the way into England's new plan for an offensive.
Now in this time of hardship we shall exhibit His Majesty's plan for the saving of England. Various structures have been fortified to provide refuge for our army and Englishmen. These iron forts provide staging grounds to defeat the Blight in key areas. These forts are to be quickly vacatable. Aid of the newly reformed wagon train shall be provided.
These fortifications have likely been positioned at the forefront of the Blight positions in southern England, especially considering the previous mention of cities struggling by Portsmouth. The forts and fortifications have likely been positioned in and around these cities. This is where Trafalgar Park comes into play. Trafalgar Park House lies here, south of Salisbury. As seen on the map, Salisbury is a surrounded position, nearly being flanked, so Salisbury acts as a defense region in conjunction with Trafalgar to prevent a full encirclement. This positioning provides Trafalgar as a protected position, relieving stress on Salisbury, while Salisbury also acts as a dual defense of the southern regions. Salisbury also acts as protective defense of Trafalgar, relieving stress by not allowing a joint attack from north and south, also preventing a full surrounding. This is an ingenious plan, creating a mass fortress system, nearly impassable by the Blight, representing how England, unlike many other European nations, retained a chain of command, despite the presumed death of the king and fall of London. With these forts, Britain likely intends to launch a massive land offensive, possibly looking something like this. With the Royal Navy still in tip-top shape, they would likely join in on the attack. Looking like this, these cities will be pressured, with the plan likely being to prevent the Blight from arriving in port cities and cutting their forces into 2 or 3 salients. As for the actual events in Trafalgar House, in the beginning of Trafalgar, we hear the soldiers state,
"How many of them are there? They must have taken Salisbury. We're being surrounded. We're going to die."
The Blight has taken Salisbury, and considering the dialogue, gameplay, and the joint fortress system, the Blight has likely encircled their position as well. At the end of Trafalgar, as I mentioned earlier, a group from Bristol arrives to relieve the troops in the area. These are the positions I assumed the garrison relieved, considering we were waiting their arrival all night. They also mentioned continuing the fight, so the liberated positions would likely continue to be defended for days or even weeks, but the remaining arrows are positions I assumed they'd advance through, following adequate defense. Please remember that everything visualized and said is just my assumption based on some lore documents and my background knowledge. Thanks for watching.